I only get 15 minutes doing them like this. So I gotta break it up if it runs too long. I've been watching old video. No, well, I haven't gotten to the videos yet. But I've been reviewing the old photographs, all the old stills from times that have gone by. And I'm not sad. I'm a little heavy, but I'm not sad. Because they were happy times. And I'm in happy times. And though I miss people, events, places, I still have them in my memories. And I'm okay with that. Now, part of the reason for the review of these photographs is I'm looking at the boys and the transition, the phasing between worlds for them when I started going to the forest. When I was going to the forest, that's when we were at sea. Well, just after I started going to the forest. That's when we were at sea. Then we started on the island. We started to build the Castle Fate on the Isle of Fate. And during that time, I was still traveling by sea, but I started making the backpack. It was 2009 summer. Midsummer and summer, fall, pagan New Year. So November 1st, we'll say it was October 30th. October 30th that we landed and claimed. It was just a bit before that, but when we took the Isle of Fate as our own. Now it would be a year, I think. We're near it. Before it would become the Castle Fate. Before it was realized as the Castle Fate, before we got the cloud on it. And all that kind of happened rather quickly once the castle was built. It had been built. That's what took the year doing, was building it up. And then we set it into the sky. We crashed. We got into the sky again. Went into space. into Blackpool. Now we're landlocked in the meadow. Go into space again. Land on Mars. Wow, crash land on Mars. Yeah, I never really tell people that I crash landed on Mars. It wasn't a super successful landing. I didn't make it through the atmosphere of Mars. Like, I popped in and out of place when I was really close. Just timing and geosyncs and gravity thingies. Martian station got blown away by the sandstorm. There's the big metal box out in the Martian desert. We're now in the Dojo bunker dry dock slash dry dock of buried under Olympus, dug into the side of Olympus, overlooking the ocean, the Sea of Mars, the tower and forest on Mars. And we're building a spaceship. A spaceship that will take us around Jupiter, across a nice chunk of the solar system because of the positioning of the planets, to Saturn. According to preliminary reports, indicate that we'll be arriving at Saturn the winter solstice of this year. We know there's a race as in a competition at Saturn. So we're thinking that that's the last 2 weeks of this year, after from the 21st to the 31st. These are all kind of loose things we know or have heard about the race. Jay said that there might be aliens, scientists, aliens, mad scientists, and robots along with us. He says that there might, or should be, or according to him, 6 other entries in the competition. Now, I've got some other info. I found out that they are allowed to be group entries. You can have a team, and I heard about this consortium, this collective, and they are having something like 1,000 racers. So this great big swarm of people are all registered under one group, but they set up a competition within the competition. So every one of them is racing not only against each other, but against you for the win for this company. It's a little bizarre. It greatly kind of increases the ante and the difficulty of this thing with everybody, with all of those people, all of those 1,000 of them competing. You know, and then who knows if they're individuals or groups, but that's a lot of ships. I'm kind of surprised that that was allowed. They'll probably do something about that in the rules if they ever have this race again. So that's just one other competitor. So that leaves 3 additional. I'm sorry. He said 8. So there are 6 total outside of me and Jet. Because Jet has his own ship that he's going to be flying with Jack, Bunny Rabbit, and then Caleb will be on the ship with me. Jace will be registered, so will Jack, under our ship. under our team, but we won't be on their forums. So Jet and Jack, they can win by themselves, and we'll be right behind them. That's the plan. We won't come in ahead of Jet. But we will try to beat everyone else. And then I don't know yet about the other groups. That's all I've heard so far is the collective of 1,000 or the consortium. I don't know what additional benefit they have to one of the 1,000 coming in as the winner. Other than being the winner, I don't know if they get the prize at the end of the Saturday race. I don't know what the prize is at the end of the Saturday race. I don't know the topography, the geography, the spatial, temporal duration. I don't have any of it. There's still so much. It is the rest of the year away, in which time we are preparing mind and body for race day. I mean, that and beyond. We got a lot to do this year. Training's a part of it, building the ship's another part of it, and taking care of everything else we have to do in the meantime, also part of it. So we're having a really good time with it. The training's coming along. We got a regimen in the dojo. We've been implementing or integrating these exercise and stretches ideas into our monthly calendar, our daily calendar, our daily agenda, so that we are not only for the race, which is a goal of ours, but it's going to help us live healthy, happy, efficient life. We're not sacrificing anything that we don't need or anything we don't want. I mean, there are things that we're going without, but it isn't such a burden, because we're learning, I think, how to appreciate each other more with the things that we don't have distracting us from each other. I just need to get a training program for flight simulation for Jet and Cal, and probably work on all the backpacks at some point, maybe. Also, let's see, some of the really important parts of this journey, this plan, are getting the writing done. I got to write out of the computer script, saying computer script, text format, the code, the work, and then also the sonic inducers need to be programmed as well with their system frequencies. There's some of the code written on that, but I need to do all the harmonics. Yes. I'm still working on the sequencing for the ships too. How many stages, what the stages do, where we use this, where we use that. Are we using all the pieces? Do we still need a supersonic parachute? Because, it's a parachute. Parachutes are good. It'd be cool if umbrellas and sheets worked like the parachutes in the cartoons. That you could grab it, drop, and land safely. That would be nice. You would be able to carry a parachute with you all over the place. But I'm out of time.